All right, start recording. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I have a little do going on right now. Not sure what's going on, but it's giving me something. And I have a little drink in me. I'm a little drunk, not gonna lie. So, what better to do when we're drinking than make a video and react to some YouTube videos? I wanted to watch this right here from the Blaire White Project. Ben Shapiro can't stop with the bad takes. Let's go. Did he really just say that? Let's see what he said with my bad internet connection. Let's go work. Okay. Let me go ahead before I forget. This has to go like this.
Let's jog Ben Shapiro.
Too much.
Because
Look my forehead. What the fuck?
And I'm not going to say he's completely useless by any means. I'm not going to say he hasn't done good work for the right. I'm not going to say
You know what? It's giving me something.
built, obviously the Day of the Wire, which has been, valuable.
Let's go, Blaire.
Been successful, etc. But it's really interesting how there was a time
Let's
when
drag Ben Shapiro.
Taking certain positions that he takes now that are completely authoritarian, anti-freedom, and quite frankly pathetic. Him turning into a little gun grabber after the Nashville tragedy, talking about how people with gender dysphoria, he doesn't have an issue with them having their gun rights taken away.
Oh.
I'm perfectly fine with banning people who suffer from gender dysphoria from purchasing weapons. That seems to me a pretty significant symptom of an underlying mental malaise that could theoretically be a problem.
Ben. No. This is not proper. This is not okay. Okay. You know what? I understand where you're coming from, but a lot of the issues come from outside influences on people with gender dysphoria that drive people to do things that they normally wouldn't. Mental health is a very slippery slope, and when you are dealing with people not accepting who you are, just in general, it happens. It's not okay, but it happens. Taking away gun rights from everybody just because a couple of people, just because a couple of people can't control themselves is not okay. Not okay. All right, moving on.
Drafted for that, so we're not going to reiterate, but come and take it, Benny. Come and fucking take it.
Right? Come and take it.
Not happening.
Never.
Sorry.
I'm with you on that,
I
Blaire.
Start a political party because the older I get, the more I genuinely only care about free speech and gun rights. That's free speech and 2A is my only real platform right now. Y'all can have all these other topics. I know I'm up here talking about the trans stuff all the time and
Sorry, let me just check something real quick.
Glad to be here, but at the core of what I actually
all right, that's
really
fine.
care about
That's fine.
is the right to say what I want and pop you if you come into my house to do something about it. That's all I actually care about. All these other issues that y'all have, duke it out, sisters. Fight it out. I don't care. Right?
Yes,
and so
absolutely.
anyone that comes for those things, I have an issue. So Ben Shapiro becoming a little gun grabber, that really was disgusting and
not okay.
He's been against red flag laws. I'm
not
gonna get
cute.
into the gun grabbing stuff again. I can't. I already dragged.
Not okay, not cute, not okay to joke about. Sorry, Ben, just not okay.
Already did that. But here's something else to drag him for. Long story short, my ADHD is Ben Shapiro says local communities should be able to ban men wearing traditional female clothing in public. So let's see if this caption doesn't have that, what context this is. Let's just see.
Should wearing dresses and skirts be illegal for men in public? If so, should wearing pants for women be illegal in public? Well, pants not so much, because there is a female version of pants that is nearly indistinguishable in many cases from male pants. But men wearing traditional female clothing in public, I think that there's a case that local communities should be able to stop that. Sure, I mean, we have local laws about being naked or indecent exposure, or at least we used to.
How about no? How about let people wear what they want to wear because they're just clothes? Just let people wear clothes. If they're comfortable, if a man is comfortable wearing a skirt, let that man wear a skirt. Okay, who are you to judge? It's hot outside. It's beach weather. It's about that time to start wearing, short shorts and stuff. Okay. Lady, no. Stop. Stop. Sorry, my dog.
So I don't know why when people ask him questions lately, testing his, belief in freedom, he seems to be flopping so hard. But I don't know what kind of conservative who claims to have the ultimate ideological goal of like a limited government, a government who's not in your fucking business, should also be able to dictate what clothing you're wearing or not wearing. Pretty disgusting, pretty authoritarian, pretty pathetic, pretty. How do you even enforce that? He even in fucking responding to this, he's getting caught up in his own like double think, which is like, well, there's women in pants. Yeah. Oh, so you mean it's subject to like, the time and place and fashion trends? So that's what you're saying? Okay, let's have the police enforce that. Okay. The older I get, and this is why it's so crazy that I don't see a lot of other people that are like this. The older I get, the more I just want to be left the fuck alone. And people who have any sort of political ideology that is like, actually, I don't want any people to be left alone. I want people to follow these rules and be enforced and send the cops in for this and check clothing. And it's like, wow, like, go to Saudi Arabia.
Right?
You might feel very much at home there, Ben. I mean, well,
right?
You're Jewish, so maybe not, but regardless.
I mean, they have such abysmal views on traditional senses of men and women. Like, it's ridiculous how people in Middle Eastern countries are actually oppressed for the things that they're oppressed for. Like, you can't even be gay without being stoned to death. And it's ridiculous. Just let people be people. That's what I have to say on that.
Bliss. Maybe you should go somewhere where things like that are strictly enforced, and maybe you'll find that more appealing because this is America, motherfucker.
Careful, Blaire. Careful, he might actually do it. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I see Ben going to a third world country where they have all of these laws enforced where you can't be gay, you can't be transgender, or you will be fined, you will be sentenced to prison, or killed. Or legally beaten in the streets, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, I can actually see him doing that. Yeah. This is America, bitch.
Let me call up Ben Shapiro. 1-800-MORON.
1-800-MORON.
This is America. Cops don't enforce what people wear here.
Hopefully they never will.
To compare it to nudity or obscenity laws because, I don't know, a dude's wearing a kilt or a pink shirt or skinny jeans. Can we put the photo on the screen of Ben Shapiro wearing skinny jeans? Because I'm pretty sure he got dragged for that like a few weeks ago. He was like in a picture with like Jordan Peterson wearing straight up like girls' skinny jeans, which in 2008 was a boy in 2008 who wore skinny jeans because that was like, one of the only ways I could sort of like
you don't
wear
have
more
to
feminine clothing when I was like, 8.
you don't have to go into that, Blaire. I understand you're trying to make a point and everything, but it's like degrading yourself in order to put an informative stance out there. You really don't have to. It's okay. Just say like, just go on about Ben Shapiro wearing skinny jeans when he's literally talking about how people shouldn't be wearing feminine clothing if they're men. Like, I don't freaking know, but you're good, Blaire. You're good.
8th grade going through whatever. And I got dragged for that because why are you wearing girl jeans? Now Ben Shapiro's wearing girl jeans, but also talking about the police should be able to enforce clothing on people. Ben, get fucked. Like, no. No. And it really kills me how the right really gives up. Like, the right's doing great on rallying the base and state
Lady,
governments against sex
hush.
changes, but it really kills me how they say things
Hush.
like, just because you like the color pink doesn't mean you should transition,
Hush.
you know, when you're a kid. Like
Hush.
they tell parents, so your son likes pink, you shouldn't transition him. Your son likes wearing
Hush.
dresses, you shouldn't transition him. Your daughter likes
Sorry
boyfriends,
about
you shouldn't
that.
transition her. Okay, so you want to tell people that they shouldn't trans kids, which I agree with, but also there's no alternative to letting them express themselves via clothing,
I'll
which
be
is
right
completely
back.
safe. So you also want to police that.
No.
The world doesn't work like that, sweetie. There's people who are not going to express themselves visually just like you and everyone else who works at the Daily Wire, okay? So I hate when conservatives will attack people who transition and then also attack people who are gender nonconforming and just wear what they want. It's like you can't have it both ways. When people were like, I saw some conservatives going after Jeffree Star. I was like, why are people acting like what he's saying is true? He's still wearing girls' clothes. Yeah, because you can do
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
without
they do that.
transitioning. And for you to attack both, that's when people just throw their hands up in there and they're like, okay, then I can't win with you, so I'm not going to listen to any fucking thing you say, right? It's like, keep it about kids, keep it about kids' safety. The minute you're trying to police what people wear, what adults do and don't do, and what they have on their bodies, and, oh, those jeans are a little tight, better arrest him, or he's wearing a pink shirt, or she's wearing, you know, overalls, like, get fucked. It's just really annoying, you know? I just feel like I'm not a libertarian because I do think that the state in certain scenarios should be wielding power. I'm not some like anarchist. I'm not some like, you know, government has no place to enforce laws with people at all. Like, that's not me. But like, when conservatives start getting into this, like, all the shit going on in the world, and you're like, yeah, I think local government should be able to ban people from wearing clothing of the opposite gender. It's like, just shut the fuck up. Anyways, Nevada Democrats dismiss voter ID as unconstitutional, despite majority of voters supporting it. What's wild? Democrats have this position of voter ID being this like...
Wait. You might be just about to get into this, but Nevada Democrats dismiss voter ID as unconstitutional, despite majority of voters supporting it. Okay, I think I misunderstood that at first. I thought it meant like they were saying voter ID was unconstitutional. But they're dismissing the fact that people were trying to support the vote that voter ID was unconstitutional. I don't even know what that means.
Human rights violation. But you couldn't enter a movie theater, a concert, go to work, go to school without a vaccine card for like 2 years.
True.
And that level of like hypocrisy is just like insane. It's like, I remember, let me not incriminate myself. I remember having to show a vax card, which was my vax card. It belonged to me. It was in my possession. To get into very basic events and things for like 2 years living in LA. But voter ID is the human rights violation. Voter ID is racist. Voter ID is voter suppression. Embarrassing. Embarrassing to be a Democrat. I mean, as much as like the Republicans are so embarrassing, and as much as like we have like Ben Shapiro talking about, well, there is a point to be made about banning women's clothing on men. That's so fucking cringe and annoying.
Blaire.
This is the shit that's like,
you're so funny.
Can't even get there in my head being a Democrat or voting for Democrats. Can't even get there in my head. It's like, I can get to voting for Republicans while also dragging the cringe among us, but I can't get to voting for Democrats because there is not enough manpower in my body to drag the demons among them. You know what I mean? It's like we got the cringe over.
Wait, Blaire. It says the top Nevada Democrats are dismissing legislation to enhance. Hang on, let me full screen this real quick so I can read this without this being in the way. Oh, it's just gonna be in the way. Anyway, okay. Election integrity, which would incorporate basic protocols such as voter ID, deeming them unconstitutional. So the Democrats are dismissing the legislation. If I'm understanding that properly, it's not the Republicans. Okay.
Over here, they got the demons. And it's like, I'll take the cringe and I'll clown them and try to reform them, but the demons, I can't do it. Listen, I love you guys. That is it for this episode. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, rate this podcast on Spotify, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
All right. Bye, Blaire.
If you guys enjoyed that.
You are subscribed to. I apologize, I'm not listening to you on Spotify. I'm listening to you on your YouTube channel, but I am subscribed. I will go ahead and like the video because I liked that video. And I'll go ahead and end this one for myself. And thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Please tune into the next one. I'm probably just going to jump right into it. All right. Thank you so much. Bye. I look so smashed.